Now that you are in a deep trance, we are going to give you a trigger, or reinforce it if you already have it. The trigger phrase is "I am a ghost fox." If you use this trigger phrase, or if someone that you trust says the trigger phrase "you are a ghost fox," you will undergo the transformation that you are about to experience again at whatever speed you want. Additionally, you will instantly turn back into a human if you use the reset phrase "I am not a ghost fox," or if someone that you trust says the reset phrase "you are not a ghost fox." Now the transformation will begin. First, you notice a white and pale blue goo mist that is pleasantly warm and slightly sticky forming around you. It becomes denser and denser until you can barely see your hand if you hold it in front of your face. Then, it starts to condense all over your body. Before long, it has covered your entire body in a thick layer of goo. The goo on most of your body is pale blue, but the goo is white on the bottom half of your face, the front half of your neck, the front and bottom sides of your torso, the inside of your ears, and your hands and feet. It feels warm and relaxing, and it clings to your body in such a way that it feels like it is giving you a comforting hug. After that, the goo clumps together into short and soft strands of fur, leaving you with a wonderfully fluffy fur coat that covers your entire body. While your goo fur is slightly sticky, you will find that your hands easily move through it and that petting and scratching it feels absolutely wonderful. Next, you feel a strong pulling sensation on your face as it stretches out to form a medium-length muzzle. As this happens, your nose is absorbed into your face, the only remnant of it being your two nose holes, which are now located in the top left and top right corners of the front side of your muzzle. Now, feel two round pulling sensations at the base of your spine as two tails start to grow. They are each as long as your legs are tall and are covered in white fur, much like that on the rest of your body, the only difference being that it is twice as thick, long, soft, and fluffy as the rest of your fur is. They start out being as wide as your arms are, and gradually get wider until they are 4/5 of the way down them. Over the last fifth of them, they gradually get smaller until they each end in a furry point. After that, your fingers and toenails go numb as they disappear, the white goo that covers them leaving behind no trace of their existence. Next, your toes merge and change shape so that you have 4 toes on each foot, each of which is as long as your longest toe was and 1/4 as wide as your feet are. Then, your fingers undergo a similar transformation as they merge and change shape so that you have 4 fingers on each of your hands. Your new fingers are each 1/4 as wide as your hands are and as long as your pointer finger used to be. Of course, you won't actually have 4 fingers, and you will use all of your fingers like you normally would, but you will be completely unaware of this and not be able to perceive yourself as having anything other than 4 fingers, or even be able to understand any logic when it is applied in a way that directly suggests that this is not the case. Then, your ears move to the top of your head and become shaped like hollow cones that have been cut in half. You will be able to control which directions they face, being able to rotate them a total of 90 degrees, allowing them to face forwards, towards the side of your head that they are on, or anywhere in between. You will find that it seems like your hearing is much stronger in the directions that they are facing. In reality, your mind will just pay a lot more attention to sounds in the directions that they are facing, and less attention to sounds in the directions that they aren't facing, causing them to seem to be louder while ones from other directions seem to be quieter. However, you will be completely unaware that this is what is actually happening. Now, feel a slight pulling sensation on each segment of your fingers, as well as on the palms of your hands as the furry goo on them goes into them, making them swell slightly as they become smooth and slightly squishy, marking the end of the formation of your pale blue paw pads. Next, your eyeballs, pupils, and irises turn as white as the fur of your tails is as the goo painlessly dissolves and replaces them with equally good goo-based eyes. As this happens, your mind changes in several ways. The first mental change is that you will find that you absolutely love hugging your tails, finding that doing so makes you feel incredibly happy, relaxed, and content. The second mental change is that you will find it easy to lose yourself when you pet or scratch your tails, the wonderful feelings that it brings causing time to slip by without you ever noticing. The third and final mental change is that when you try to go to sleep, your tails will seem to have a mind of their own. They will slowly push you into a position where you are hugging them, and they will make their way under your head to serve as the best pillow that you have ever had. You will look forward to this every night and enjoy it greatly. After that, you will feel as if your insides are turning to mush, because that is exactly what will be happening as the goo painlessly dissolves your internals, replacing them with the goo equivalents. Despite you now being made entirely out of goo, you will find that you still feel as if the goo that makes up the outside of your body is hugging you, and you will still feel its gentle and relaxing heat. However, you will now feel that same wonderful heat coming from within yourself too. Finally, the effects of this hypnosis file will become inactive if they are a risk to your physical body or your well-being, if they are a risk to your social or professional life, if there is an emergency that they would prevent you from dealing with to the best of your abilities, or if they are a risk to your mental health. Also, any effect of this hypnosis file that was an issue will become active again once it no longer will be one. Additionally, you will never find this hypnosis file or the effects of it to be even slightly addicting. Now you have been transformed into an Anthro ghost fox, and have a wonderful set of twin tails as a result. I wonder how much time you will spend just hugging and enjoying them. I bet it will be a lot. This session is almost over, so goodbye, my pale blue friend.